this will be a redemption video from the other videos that I made, from the other scones that I made. Those ones didn't come out right, so I was like, okay, let me try the second time. And this is actually my first time baking. I'm just experimenting. I'm not really a professional baker like that. I do like doing it. It makes me feel good. So this will be just an overall of like just me trying to perfect the recipe and finding out what's working. So the last time I only added 1 spoon of baking powder. I feel like that added to why it didn't know rice. This time I'm adding 1.5 spoon of baking powder for 1 cup. Last time I used 2 cups. Today I'm just planning to make 4, just for me, my brother, my sister, and my mom. And and I'll just be going in with some baking powder. Like, I want to go in this full journey. Like, I want to learn everything there is about baking and cooking and just cooking in general. And after adding that, I added a pinch of salt. After adding a pinch of salt, and then I went ahead and mixed everything. This time I was trying, like, I was hoping that it doesn't turn out bad, like it doesn't turn out bitter. Maybe I've put a little baking powder, and then that's my mixture. I used 1 egg, half a packet of milk, and some vanilla extract in there. Yeah, that's what I used. And then I went just ahead and mixed everything, pour it in the center, tried to mix everything thoroughly and pour everything. I was rolling a bit by bit because I didn't want to make my dough really runny. The last time the dough was, so like this time I was like, I'll do it a bit by bit. So like I'll pour in bit by bit, and that's just me mixing everything. At this stage I was just hoping, I hope everything comes out well. I got my rolling things and I wanted to start rolling, and in this rolling part I realized that I wasn't using one technique, and I was like, let me try out using a layering technique. Maybe that's what's gonna work. So you will see what I'll do in there, where I'll cut up the dough in 4 parts and then just layer them together to make like some layers in my dough, and trap some air in there so that my scones actually rise upward. And yeah, that's what I was doing. I was supposed to do it the second time, but I just said, okay, let me do it the first time and see how it's gonna go. Let's not go for railing 2 times. So that's what I was doing. After I was done just kneading it well, and they said don't overwork your dough, so I didn't overwork my dough. I just put it on the rolling when it came together. So that's my first one. It was looking good. I was pretty happy with it. And then I went and cut the second one as well. And then I'll also do a third one. The fourth one was a bit small, just because it was the remaining dough. So yeah, I didn't want to make too much because, you know, I'm in an experimenting phase. In case everything turns out bad, at least I'm not wasting anything. So that's why I was doing all of this. I just went ahead and made a little shape for the last one because I can't cut it with the cup because it's really small. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to go through here, remove the other remaining thing. And about this time I was planning to go in, I was just getting my baking pan, trying to pour some cooking oil in there, trying to make everything, trying to grease my baking pan with some cooking oil so that everything doesn't stick to the pan. And that's me just putting it. That's in the oven now. I was baking. I went ahead and just put it at what amount did I put it? I put it at 250 degrees. I later reduced it to 120. That's why I reduced it, and that was the outcome, guys. This is the best looking one. If you saw the other ones that I looked, and I think the camera even didn't do it justice because it was looking really puffy. It was looking like, okay, do rice. For the next time I would just like put maybe 2 spoons of baking powder for that rice, and use a small cutter, like a smaller cup for the cutting, and make it a little bit more. Yeah, but I've learned a lot. If you have any suggestions of anything, any comments, just let me know. Bye.